Hey folks, holy cramoly. Okay, so I took you on a photographic journey of our woodlands, and there's nothing like a video without a good selfie in it. There you go. I might have to delete that. Anyway, so just back along the disused railway tracks at the bottom of the woodlands, and a little bit further than I thought it was, back to our trail, and I'll take you up through the woodlands if it doesn't take too long. So there's our trail coming up, and okay, Bob's your uncle. Up we go. So this not really good with the sun in front of us, but most of these trees, I would say, well over 100 feet. And the offending tree, the last tree in the last picture, that one dwarfs the other ones. So I'm not sure what height that is. Pretty big. Some of these are mature, probably, they probably were cut 100 years ago maybe. Some may be old growth, I don't know. But I don't think people lived here when they were originally logged. And our house we live in now was built in 1922. Target practice. Bow and arrows though, not guns. I guess. I don't know. Connor put that there. So, way back in there is the offending tree. Way up. See if it comes into view a bit better. So there's been a bit of logging in here though in the past, and somewhere down inside there's a kind of a meadow in there and pasture. There we are, 2 acres, 2.5 acres, and maybe a little better because some of the woodland stretches into the property. And can't see the tree anymore. Oh, it's up there, look. The dark one in between the alder or cottonwood, or aspen should I say, whatever it is. Anyway, here we go back through. More for the English than the Canadians. I mean, most of you folks are used to this, I suppose. But just to give you a perspective, when we first bought this property, we thought we would log it, but then we discovered the trail through it. Log it for horse pasture. We're probably still going to put the horse pasture in here, but we found many endangered species of flower in here. Trilliums, which are out of season now. But we have a very native, natural woodland. These boy babies here, these are maples, like the maple leaf of Canada, and I'm going to transplant these up to the front of the property once fall comes. I'm just been letting them grow a bit. I've got some all ready to go, but they're very small yet, so I'm going to leave them a bit longer. Although I love the coniferous trees, especially in the woodlands, when we're around the house area, the yard, I prefer deciduous trees because maples grow pretty big. And the reason I prefer deciduous trees is because they give you shade in summer with the foliage, and then in winter they shed the leaves and let the sunlight in when the sunlight's lower. Now that's the bit of pasture we have down there, sort of. We've got to get some more fencing in. And then we're coming up past the palace, which is a work in progress, like everything on here. It was an abandoned building that came free with the property. It's 2,400 square feet, which would easily make a 4-bedroom, 5-bathroom home when we finish it, with extensions and bits and pieces on it. That's Faith's cabins in the wood. We're hoping to get on that this fall, maybe, new roof on it, and then we can refurbish inside. We have a pond over the back. Yeah, we're kind of like a building site. That palace used to look so very different, but the front collapsed and my brother-in-law Ed came over and helped us fix it up a bit. This is my workshop office over there, still a work in progress. The woodshed, gonna get ready for winter. And yeah, that was a rotten roof too, so I replaced the roof and my father-in-law came and helped me, and we built an office in there, re-roofed it, and still waiting to finish that. We just put gardens in. We have a farm pile, lumber. We put this garden in this year. The raspberries, we're just starting our raspberries. We brought down from the north, from the mountains, and yeah, this is our potential English garden. Another work in progress. We look like a bit like a flipping council estate right now, but here's the muckies. We have sheep, goats, horses, mini horse way down there, chicks. We have wild laundry growing just in the trees like this, and bird feeders. And this here is Tammy's dahlia garden. When it grows, grows these massive dahlias. And goatees come to say hello. Say hello. Hello, goatees. Hello, goatees. And in that Tammy's plastic hoop house there, there's 10 new chicks. Probably 3 roosters. So we'll find out which one's the best. And this fence we've got here is temporary to keep the sheep and the deer out while Tammy's dahlias grow. And then when we're done with the dahlias, we take the fence down, put everything back open. I laid water pipes and everything, so that's why it's a bit scrappy here. But when we bought the place, most of the place was a bit like this. So yeah, got a lot of work. I ripped this lilac edge out from all around here. I'm going to continue, and I'm going to build a thick lilac, let it grow a thick lilac edge to protect from the highway noise. And then we're going to bring those across and continue that across there. And yeah, that arbutus tree over there is old, and a lot of them are dying off because of a blight. But that ladder that's under it, Connor and his friend put a rope swing up on it, and that ladder there, I planted this, another maple, but a domestic, not a domestic maple, but an ornamental one. Rhododendrons, all kinds of stuff going on. And that's Faith's tack shed. And I say that ladder there, that's in there, when we get out the sun, that ladder's 12 feet high. So you'll get some idea of how tall the arbutus is. And that one I would never take down. Holy crapoli. So, and there's a 12-foot ladder. So there's a 12-foot. Work it out for yourself. Pretty doggone high. Beautiful old tree. And there you have it, folks. I'll show you the tack shed, just out of interest. You might be. Again, it's something else that's a work in progress. Horse, fella up there. I keep throwing Faith all my old ornament stuff on here. And this is her tack shed. And we've still got more saddles, more tack to come. In the process of sorting out, fixing up, blah, blah, blah. Story of our life. What an adventure. Well, see you guys.